Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So happy new year to all my subscribers and those who watch my channel. Hopefully 2020 brings you lots of chant scripts and 5 stars and AS characters. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to be tackling Uquaji level 110. So again, just as a review, Uquaji is in the space-time rift, and he is in the back there in one of the 2 doors. The other door is to warp back to areas that you have not visited yet. And you can fight Uquaji once every day, exactly 24 hours from the last time you defeat it. Every time you beat it, it increases in strength by 5 levels. So at level 110, you are facing a water type super boss, and it does have a 6-turn moveset. So right now that's the 3rd attack, which is the force attack, which is a guaranteed 1400 damage. The first 2 attacks was a single target physical damage, and then the second one was a water mega attack AoE, magical. After the force attack, you're looking at a physical AoE, which you'll have to mitigate. So you can see that I am using Morgana to help lower some of the abilities, and of course using Annabelle as well. So with the shields up and the debuffs, you can see I'm only taking about 1500 damage. So that's the 4th turn. Now the 5th turn is a photonic barrier, where Uquaji takes less damage. This is a turn you can either rotate out in preparation for Valor Chants, or just to buff or recover MP HP in the back. In this case, I am using this turn to apply debuffs on Uquaji in order to survive. Note that I am using Deliverance Sword as well, because then Annabelle can at least tank the first turn hit if needed. Also note that because it is a water-based, I am bringing an entire earth-based team, minus of course Morgana and Annabelle. And the reason for that is that it doesn't deal double the damage. Uquaji doesn't have any weaknesses, it's just that it is resistant to certain elements depending on which element it uses. And you can see the last attack is a non-type magical AoE. So make sure, again, int debuff, as well as Aurora Force is up. Now Tuva AS is actually really great for this fight because her Valor Chant is a 40% increased water resistance. So it's actually almost as powerful as Myris's Earth Wall, which is a 50% water resistance. And in conjunction with the Aurora Force and things like that, you'll take much less damage. Also note that I made use of Refresh Sleep, which helps speed up the entire party. And Mariel has that, of course. The enemy doesn't really apply any sort of status effects, so you don't necessarily need Cure Leaf. And to be honest, Cure Leaf won't recover as much HP as you need anyways. And I used Annabelle's Valor Chant to increase everyone's defense physical-wise by 35%. You also have access to her Guardian Soul, which can also increase physical defense for 3 turns and increase maximum HP by 500 for everyone. So definitely Annabelle's kit, as I have mentioned many times in a lot of my boss battles, is a great resource to use for taking on bosses in terms of applying either physical debuff, int debuff, or increase your physical or elemental resistance if you so choose to swap Guardian Soul with her other signature move. In general, I always keep Guardian Soul in because the increased max HP is actually very, very useful. And it's not like Aurora Force can't stop a lot of the magical attacks, so it's mostly the physical attacks that my mages and other more frail characters are weak to. So in this case, the goal is to actually just get an entire AF bar and then just end it in one fell swoop. And you can see with AS Nagi, being that she applies guaranteed pain, and the pain actually damages anywhere from 15,000 to 20,000 from what I have experienced. She is very, very powerful. And of course, her additional Earth stacks can help Tuva's AS's slash attacks as well from Spiritual Utterance. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. Also, I do have a Patreon account for those who are interested in supporting me that way. I will say, if I didn't have Morgana, I would recommend using Iska, because Iska also has some debuffs, and increasing the speed of your team or decreasing the speed of Uquaji is really important, because his speed is actually more quick than Mariel without a speed badge. So Mariel at level 80 is probably around like 220-ish speed. So if you do have a slower Mariel, make sure you do put a speed badge on in order for her to act first, and if she casts Refresh Leap on first turn, that allows the rest of your characters to kind of do their thing before Uquaji one-shots you. And for sure, the first turn physical attack can definitely one-shot most 5-star characters, similar to the Melvillithin, if you haven't caught that video of mine from yesterday. Okay, so at this point I'm just deciding how I'm going to rotate everyone in. Unfortunately, I have to heal one more turn because Nagi AS is pretty low on life. That being said, even with just 3 characters in the front and with Mariel as a 4th, now she doesn't have any offensive weapons here. I have all defensive or healing spells. At this point, I'm just going to be keeping to use Nidera Edge, as well as the triple hit from Raging Cat Dance, and I'm going to land the last Strangle effect from AS. And you can see I did more than enough damage at this point to end the battle. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.